Ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
Maximum effort, partner. Minimal gain.
Yeah, minimal gain. Looked good, though.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Watch the screen. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. Mike.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. His short throw caught by Goddard. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Again, they'll throw with Allen. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 33 yards that time.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
319. Here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go.
Allen to throw once more. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down. Mike 52, Mike alert. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on 52. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Allen, he's going to air one out. It's caught at the 10. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one good for 37 yards.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
But looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval. It's a welcome sign of life that this offense needed.
Mike 56, Mike.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Allen. Rolling to his right. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
Bravo. Here we go, here we go. Mike 56, Mike 56. Watch the backer, watch the backer.
Now Allen operating from the gun. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Corey Coleman His first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are back within a single score. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
They're going to run it with Barkley. And he's going to be hit and taken down in the backfield. Just nowhere to run that time. And the try for two is snuffed out. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, you know, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Under 10, under 10, 10. Watch the eye. Walk. Show it up, show it up. 6 guys.
They'll keep it on the ground. Sellers. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. They will run with Grant, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. Accelerating, and off he goes. Touchdown, Vikings. Saquon Barkley, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead. So Allen breaks the huddle, and his guys will go for 2 here. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. And in the 3rd quarter here, they were trying to push that to a 3-point game, but instead it'll stay at 1.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for 2 too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up 2, right? So a field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for 2 here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done, though.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
They'll keep it on the ground. Sellers, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. On 3rd down, it's Grant, and he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds, back near their own 20.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
That's right, baby. They don't want it. You go tight. You go. Pass 85. Pass 85. Hey, he's coming to you. He's coming to you. Motion. Hey.
They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not...
And he will score! Touchdown, Vikings! Saquon Barkley with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. He's been having a great game, and that one right there, his best run so far, and it ends with 6 points.
And not only that, in his mind, what is he thinking? Can I get to 200 yards as well? Because he knows he's closing in on it. He may not know the exact number, but the best runners have a feel of what the yardage is that they're compiling, and he knows that he's getting close to that 200-yard mark now.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll keep it on the ground. Sellers, and he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a give right side. Sellers. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But the bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Now a dump off here complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 19 yards there on the catch and run. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Thomas has got it. Complete. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? They'll run on first down. Sellers. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign, as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the fourth quarter. So a big play now as the Steelers will go for 2. They're going to try and run for it. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Call that a very strong gain of 24. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction.
58. Ready? Mike, 58, right there. Let's go.
On 2nd and 11 now. Allen. That'll be taken in by Anderson. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Move. Five down. Stand up in.
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And down to the 29-yard line. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a first down in field goal range already.
Mike 52. Mike 52. Wow. Done. Check 4.
On first down, Barkley. Give the tackle there to Keon Crossan.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
2nd and 6 at the Steelers' 25-yard line.
On On second down, here's Barkley. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
52's the mic. Watch the run. They're running it.
They'll run on first down. Barkley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
I'm coming for you. You mine.
Saquon Barkley running right. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
Where? 52. 52's the mic. Here we go. Check. All 52.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game. They look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game. At the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Second and 9 now from the 21.
56, the mic, boy. 56. Check 56. Let's go, D.
Back to throw.
Beach.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Tedrick Thompson picks it, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of 2 halves, won't you?
Right, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened, because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that, because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.